Howdy! Welcome back to another episode of Land Cruiser Camping. Got a nice fill up on the tank for about 90 bucks. Not too bad, considering I guess it's around $6.50 in California. Today we're gonna be heading out to Cascade Locks to check out the dam area and some other dam things and cook a really nice Outback Steakhouse inspired meal. All right, let's get going. So this is actually the stern wheeler, and if you guys have ever seen the movie Maverick, I think they filmed part of this on it and another movie back in the 50s, but obviously it's painted a different color now, but pretty cool when it's here to see. It's definitely one of my favorite movies. A lot of that movie Maverick was filmed on the gorge here. All right, so I'm out of breath a little bit. I had to run up here because I have my AR in the Land Cruiser, so I'm not allowed to come up here, so I'm having the gatekeeper watch it. This is the Bonneville Dam, so I just want to take a look inside. It's saying that World War II Boeing super fortresses were using hydroelectricity created by dams in order to make the aluminum for the frame of the planes. So I thought that was pretty cool. It's saying that it ramped up the production or the implementation of hydroelectric power. So pretty cool that you know, had a part to play in the war. Well, I'm just kind of like walking on top of the brink of the dam, and you can feel the dynamics of the water. I'm gonna try and catch one right here. I see one right here. Okay, so big problem we have here in Oregon is issues with seals stealing all the salmon. There's another one right there. It's gonna be hard for me to clock them. Let's see if I can get one here. I found them. They're trolling over there on the side. See them? Looking for fish. Get away from my salmon. Definitely a little puckery looking down there. Pretty steep. You can't really tell from the camera, but why? This is like the 14th closed road I've come by. That was honestly like one of the most frustrating searches for a campsite I've ever had. Like every single road is closed, I swear. Pretty much like after I left the Bonneville Dam, I kept trying to cut up north on the Washington side, and there's just nothing. Like I must have counted like 20 different gates. Anyway, sorry to rant. This is gonna be it for the night. It's the best thing I could find, really, so it's not that bad. There's a little spot to build a fire here, so I mean, it's not really a designated area, but I don't really care. I don't think anybody's gonna bother me. I don't know if I actually said anything about it last time, but I just used some piano hinge along with the Ironman 4x4 fridge slide, and it comes with the fridge straps for my fridge here. Used a ratchet strap to hook it on the back there. So I looked at getting one of those drop-down slides, but they're very expensive. So the piano hinge allows it to go at an angle there, and then the ratchet strap just hooks onto the back. I like this because even with a 6-inch lift, it allows me to access that. So that's pretty cool. Anyways, we got all our food in there for tonight, and we're gonna sleep in the Land Cruiser, of course, because I didn't bring a tent, and I don't want to get run over by some yahoo who opens up that gate. Weyerhaeuser or whoever. It's like one guy out here that owns like all of this area. It's a Weyerhaeuser like insurance or something like that. And yeah, it's getting rough to find camp spots. Like I drove like 200 miles today like mostly off-road. I mean, like a quarter of it was on the road to get to the Bonneville Dam just because I wanted to check it out. But it's like, man, it's getting difficult to just find a regular campsite, you know? A dispersed one. I mean, you can find like a paid one, but I don't like paying for campsites. I think it's stupid. I messed up a little bit on the temperature. This thing gets super cold. Everything is frozen solid. I mean, even the jug was a little bit. I mean, these are broken because I was going over some pretty rough trails and it's still frozen. So I want to make some coconut shrimp and just a fillet that I got from Fred Meyer. Coconut shrimp are on the menu at Outback Steakhouse. They're really good. Coconut flakes, Jumbo prawns. We're gonna use a little bit of rice flour. You can do panko too, I guess, but I just like rice flour. I got some really good rice flour, so that's what we're gonna use. All right, so I've got rice flour or frying mix, whatever that says, and that's already in the bowl. I'm gonna do some Old Bay for the salt. Just kind of whack some of that in. Then our coconut flakes, just generic kind. They don't have to be sweetened, this just happen to be. These are all just approximate amounts. You can do whatever you want. So then I've got some orange marmalade. So just a little bit of that. This is the sauce for the coconut shrimp. So I don't know if this is the exact Outback Steakhouse recipe, but this definitely wasn't on the recipe, but I don't have any Grey Poupon. It would be Grey Poupon if you had it. It'll be fine. Just spicy it down, or yeah, you want some Dijon, but that's fine. So we're gonna start getting our pan hot here, and you could use vegetable oil is probably a better idea. I just happen to have this extra olive oil in the truck. So yeah, you're gonna use a lot, obviously, because we're frying these. It doesn't have to be completely submerged, but just enough to cover the bottom. All right, so you want to make your dredge mixture. I just used water in here and then dipped them in that. It actually worked better with water than it did with eggs for some reason. I don't know why. Usually I'll do eggs, dip them, and then put them in the seasoning and flour mix or rice flour mix, and then do it again. But one time with water worked really well, actually. So we got our pan smoking hot. You want to see smoke, and we're going to dip them in. Make sure to lay them away from you so you don't burn yourself. Ow. Yeah, and these only need a couple minutes, really. So maybe a minute or two on each side. Once you have your oil really hot, it'll go quick. Careful not to burn yourself. Oil is hot. You want it as hot as possible, though, so you get this nice crispiness, right? So I had a lot more shrimp than I thought, so I gotta do 2 rounds. You want to carry some paper towels, too, to blot off all the grease. Give that a little whirl. We're not too fancy here, you know. We're just looking for, we got the sweetness of the marmalade and the acid of the Dijon, or whatever you want to call it, spicy brown Dijon style mustard, right? It's like a honey mustard, basically, but not really at all. All right, so there we are. Looks pretty good. It almost just looks like grilled shrimp, but yeah, there's a nice coating of that coconut flakes and the rice flour, so let's give it a try. I'm just gonna completely dip it in there, the whole thing. Why not? Hopefully this sauce tastes good, or I just ruined it. Oh yeah, sweet, spicy, sour, salty, umami, kind of. That was thebomb.com for sure. So next we gotta do this filet, but the problem with the filet is it's frozen, so this is gonna be interesting. I'm gonna use the same oil that I used to fry the shrimp because it's got some good flavor in it, right? It doesn't have any of the orange in it, so that won't affect it, but I like to save and recycle my oil, so here we go. So I just threw in all the veggies. These are Costco Normandy veggies, so you got whatever those are, squash, cauliflower, broccoli, carrots, the works. I just threw it all in there because I want them to pick up the flavor both from the rice flour and from the filet. I always like to carry a welding glove when I go camping because, as you can see, I use it for tending the fire, and then also it can be used as a hot pad. So it's nice, you know, having multi-purpose items when you camp because they can save space, you know. All right, so lots of things have happened since I was eating dinner. We're gonna end up snatching this older, what did you say, a 56? Yeah, 1951 Jeep. We're up the same trail me and Ryan did the Silver Star. We're gonna try and snatch him out. It's just super slushy, so see what we can do. So right now we're having an issue with the Jeep's getting diffed out, and it's starting to lose coolant because there's a little hole in the upper radiator hose. So we got to figure out how to get out of here as it's getting dark. So I'm using the winch to pull their back end, their ass end back here. And it's working. Just attached on the spring hanger, and they're rocking it, so that'll get them. They're almost turned around. So we've got a little bit of an issue now. All the lights are on, but the Land Cruiser is on empty. Almost, so, and we're 30 miles away from anything, so this is gonna be interesting. All right, so we had to turn back around, but it's all right. We're having fun. Still almost empty though, so I'm gonna have to figure out where to get gas. I was burning mad gas too, just going up that hill at an incline and just redlining it. Well, not redlining it all the way, but like 4,000 or 5,000 RPM for these things. I was eating a lot of gas, so. All right, so we had a little bit of a bonfire. It was sick, it was awesome. I'm just looking for a place to camp. Running out of gas still. Somehow the light is still on empty. I feel like I should turn around. I don't know. All right, well, that was a lot of fun. Now begins the awkward dance of trying to get into bed. It's like 11:30 right now, and I'm exhausted from driving all day. I'll see you in the morning. Good morning. One thing I always recommend taking with you is a scarf. Not to look like a metropolitan person, but no, they keep your neck warm. Bacteria like to colonize in the back of your throat. I need to get up and get some gas because this thing's out. It'll be interesting to see how far we can go with the empty light on. Ugh. Looks like it has a 5 o'clock shadow. It's kind of nice. A little scruff. Literally in neutral, just coasting right now. There is nothing left in that tank. All right, well, we finally made it to the gas station in Vancouver. Oh, so that was kind of crazy for a little while, but we made it. So anyways, that's gonna do it for the video today, guys. Hope you enjoyed that one. She got pretty dirty, but you know, it looks better dirty, right? Huge thanks to all the Russian guys. I can't remember any of your names that we went out with. It was a lot of fun, and yeah, you guys are awesome. Had a nice talk about what's going on in the world right now and Christianity and the Lord, and it was awesome. It was really cool. So turned a really bad situation into a good one. So anyways, till next time, I'll see you on the trails.